Hello, everybody. Welcome to Guys Got a Gotti May edition, Memorial Day weekend edition. Um, we are coming to you live. It's been an eventful week. It's been a little while since we talked to you all. We're excited to be back. I know, I know everybody's been itching to hear from us. We've been itching to talk to each other. We talk to each other a lot, but not we don't always record it, and we know that's what you want. So let me introduce my my friends and co-hosts here, Joe and Dennis. You want to say hello?
Live from New York,
Nice, dude.
Saturday night.
We're
That's
recording
right.
here on a Saturday. Yep. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Having a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to the holiday. Things have been pretty busy, but still everything going great, and I'm having a great time. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a little rainy, but turned out to be a pretty nice evening. And I'm looking out, and does not seem like there's any block parties going on, which is a little disappointing. But um, the weather can kind of mess up plans, so it may be a little too late to get some block party action going. Maybe after this, I'll go outside and see if I can't drum up some activity.
It's funny you mentioned that because there was a block party going on just over here a couple hours ago. And as you guys know, I on Saturdays I gotta have at least a 2.5 hour nap. And I was trying to sleep, and it was just all of a sudden it was just this boom, 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 boom music, and
Oh,
I'm like, that's enough. I didn't even bother going down there to talk to him or whatever. I could see him from my window, but I just called the police, and they kind
well,
of took care of that.
Did
So,
did you think it was maybe 4th of July for a few minutes?
oh, I wish, but I mean, obviously, this isn't the Fourth of July.
Yeah,
Don't even,
let's
Memorial
save
Day
the
is pretty great, but
let's save the fireworks for that month, and get out on the block, but keep it a little quiet.
well, I'm concerned. I'm a little concerned though, and I feel like you may have just I don't know. I feel like you that may have been sort of an extreme reaction on your part because I feel like what if these guys were like veterans and then you call the police and then they're brandishing weapons, it's being loud, and then these veterans are sent into some sort of a spiral, you know what I mean? And
it
then
was quite a scene. Um, and it took a little longer for them to kind of clear everyone out than I would have wanted, I guess. But eventually, I did. I only got about 90 minutes laying down time, and I certainly hope it didn't cause some sort of chain reaction of veteran
yeah,
PTSD or anything like that.
I'm really going to just encourage you to be more of like a vigilante in this situation next time and sort of do take the law into your own hands.
Well, some of these people doing block parties don't have the respect for the organized business of our man Gotti. It's very organized how he does his work, very community based, and he brings the fellow man into his operations. And
Yeah.
sometimes these parties, I don't get the vibe that that's what it's about.
The parties are at night, so no one's napping. You're not cutting into people's nap time.
That's true. Yeah.
That was really just my gripe. It's the middle of the day. No one wants to hear this boom, boom, boom. Kind of stuff. At least I
Yeah.
don't.
Okay. Speaking of Gotti, our man Travolta is back on top. I'm sporting the Travolta look. I don't know if you guys have been watching the news lately. He's really been making a splash over at the. It's one of the film festivals. You'll have to forgive me. I don't. I don't know a lot about it, but anyway, he's over at a film festival. He's looking good. He's sporting berets, and he's made a new movie. Now I can only hope that it's some sort of a gangster movie, but I'm not sure.
So
You guys know about this?
you've got the hat on. Does that mean that are you directing anything?
Well, no. Now, I mean, like John Travolta said in his interview, I'm playing a part, and I'm kind of playing. I'm just playing the part of a guy who likes John Travolta this time,
Yeah,
and that
that
would
makes
be
sense.
me. And then sometimes you see at the end of the credits of a movie starring Dennis as himself.
Oh yeah. I mean, if Travolta was making a gangster movie and you were in there and we got to see that, that would be awesome.
Oh,
And
I just mean right now, like in real life. But yes,
right.
I would accept a part in a role in any John Travolta movie at any second. I'm there.
Well, now I'm hoping that maybe we'll get to see that before the end of the year, you know.
Man, I'm telling you, it really sounds exciting now. What I want you to know, he's out there promoting his new movie. And the thing is about it is you really have to guess because the title is kind of crazy. And it's called Propeller One Way Night Coach. So he's
Oh,
really leaving us in the dark there.
Propeller One. Now that could be a. I could see that being some sort of gangster movie for sure, like a code name,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
like a gangster code
maybe
name, maybe.
I didn't get to watch the movie this week, but I wonder if that's like if there's some kind of tie in to Gotti with that,
That's what I was trying to think of too. See, that's where my head went first too, right? So propeller is usually like on an engine of a boat,
or
like
plane,
out.
old planes like in Gotti time.
Well,
Or a boat. Well, why don't you follow the boat
okay.
plot? Yeah, what were you thinking with the boat?
Let's think about. Well, um, the propeller. It's you know, it's on the it's on the engine of a boat. You know,
He had a boat, didn't he?
I feel
Or
like
was
Gotti
that he had
had
to
a
have had
boat,
a
but
boat?
yeah, I'm sure he got on planes as well. So where were you going with the planes?
Well, he may have flown on a plane at some point. Is kind of what I was thinking. It I guess a plane or a boat, you could do his business.
But then it's only and it's going one way. So what is the craft going one way? Is the propeller only meant to go in one way? I definitely feel like if it's on a boat, I don't think that's possible.
Oh wait,
I think
what's the movie called again?
propeller one way
Well,
night. Hold on. One night propeller propeller one way night coach.
so we kind of know how his story ends, and it does. His story kind of goes one way.
For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
You
it could
can't.
be this could be some. I bet he's going for award season with some like real heady metaphor
right.
stuff. So
You know, the thing about these sequels nowadays is they can just drop you in the world of the universe, not the world of the cinematic universe of whatever character you're working with, right? So this could be a time in Gotti, any time in Gotti's life, you know.
and maybe they're doing these things now where they kind of like they take the characters and they kind of tweak what you hold as like a canon, and so
True.
maybe this is like a different Gotti, but it's sort of the same Gotti but a different Gotti, and it all looks different, and it's all in a different place. So I'd be interested to watch this one once it's available to us. And I assume we'll get some kind of pre-screening thing.
Yeah, and I'm not too super comfortable using this word, but it could all be metaphor. It could be metaphor for something that has to do with Gotti too. You know,
Oh, I would love
we see
that.
all sorts of layers in movies sometimes with
I
what they mean and stuff.
I would love to see a John Travolta at the helm of like an experimental gangster plane movie. You know?
Like something totally whacked out.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
dreams, dreamscapes, nightmares.
Now you're talking like a director. I think that hat is starting to have an effect on you, Dennis.
I don't know. I don't think so.
So we talked about you being in a Travolta movie, but what it could you imagine directing your own Gotti movie?
Well, I probably not like right here on camera, but you know, uh, I, I mean, I guess my mind is capable of anything really, almost. Um, I just don't know what story is there to tell. I'm not an experimental filmmaker, and I just feel like the Gotti film tells the story so well.
Well, we leave that up to the Harvard and Yale nerds that'll be writing the script, you
Yeah,
know.
that's
You know,
true. But yeah, so my vision for that, yeah, I could see that as a possibility. Then, depending, it'd have to be the right script, sure.
we're not.
We'd have to get Travolta on board as Gotti. I mean, that's it. I mean, I wouldn't do it if they were trying to like put some other chump in the role of Gotti, obviously.
I
Maybe
mean,
I think we need to pursue this. Maybe we can start some kind of Patreon. Um, maybe get some funding going for it.
I think monetization would be a definitely a first step in this exploratory kind of like thing. Let's put some feelers out, see what we can get going, if anything. If not, I got a pen and paper. We all know some people that have written some scripts, so you know,
Yeah, and what I'll do, and what I've seen other folks do, is you get like a social media account, and you say, "I'm going to post X Y Z every day until John Travolta acknowledges, what I'm doing." And so
Oh
I'll like
yeah.
crack an egg on my face, or jump into a pool of something, or you know,
or
every
just
day.
mimic. Just I don't know if you've seen that other Travolta film where he plays like a real enthusiastic fan, and
Yeah,
maybe you'll look for some clues there.
Maybe you
I
could
can pull
shoot
some of
a
those moves.
maybe you could shoot a firework off every day.
I like that idea actually. That seems like less taxing on my body, like the stuff I was talking about. So I think I'm going to take that idea. Thank you. That's a good idea. I'll get on that.
Maybe we can see some traction from that.
Now, I also want to follow up on another aspect of John Travolta news that has fallen out of the daily cycle. And I don't know why, because it's something that really kind of freaks me out. Now, I mean, a guy I respect, but I know he's got a lot of power. And something that nobody's talking about anymore is John Travolta's son with Elvis Presley DNA. Now, I, thankfully, and I'm sure Joe, you're thankful for this. I've abandoned the email spam game, but I did keep some contacts from that life, and one was able to get me a picture of this kid, and I'm going to show it to you. Now, we just heard about this kid last year, so we don't know how old this kid is. I'm going to show you a picture of this, and it's going to shock you. Can you see that? Nope.
No, I
Gosh
can't.
darn it. Is there a way to put this in the chat, you think, or no? Well,
Uh,
I'm going to tell you
What?
what,
Yeah, what's shocking about it?
you'll see shortly. You you are really going to freak your bean out when you see this kid, I'll tell you what. And if it doesn't work, I apologize. I'll have to get an actual picture of this uh, to then show to everyone. But this kid is a freak. He's a freak of nature. He's built like a brick house. He looks like he could tear your limbs off.
Oh my
Oh,
Um,
God.
that sounds. I mean, that I'd love to see that in a Gotti film, to be honest.
so I don't know if that's, what's happening.
Maybe that, maybe Gotti 2.
Yeah, I apologize for not being prepared, with a better picture of what was happening. But
Well,
if you can see
I wouldn't
this,
beat yourself up over it. I, I think we can maybe, oh, you know what we can do? We can post it in post, and maybe, and me and Joe can react right now as if we're seeing it. Kind
okay,
of, we can act like we're seeing it, and then
I would
I'll
appreciate that.
in post I'll edit it, and so the audience will be able to see it, and then me and Joe can also go back and see it. And we can
Just
so
yeah, your real reactions will be visceral. So go ahead.
so yeah, let's do our reactions. Oh my
Okay.
God, that
Whoa.
wow,
He looks like
yeah,
he could rip my fucking arms off.
that's pretty crazy. Um, you said that's Elvis.
Elvis and Travolta DNA coursing, uh, mixing together to create that.
Wow, yeah. So
Wow. Jesus Christ.
I bet he could really like beat you up and make you feel pretty good about it if he's like crooning.
What what if I got it darker in here? Would that help? Can we try that
Yeah,
real
it
quick?
could. I mean, it certainly might.
He's got a. I don't know if he'll be able to turn the generator back on if he turns it off. If I could say, Dennis, about that your email spam campaign, while it was troubling and I did almost go insane, it was really effective. Oh no.
That that's almost even worse.
Oh,
So I think we'll go with the thing where I was saying where we'll just kind of overlay it and we can react in real time. The audience. I'll edit this part out. The audience isn't going to know that we didn't see it live. So
Well, I'm so sorry. This just makes me so angry. But
no, no,
anyways,
no. Don't
we got to
apologize.
move
No,
on.
yeah. Don't be silly.
Well, anyway, so I'm excited about all the Travolta news, and I'm excited about his new projects going on, and I'm hoping that it gets some more traction for guys got a Gotti. So I haven't been sitting on my hands in that aspect. I have been just making sure I've been using all the lids, so for different things that we might end up selling like pins. So once I get like some buckets, I'll fill them up with stuff like buttons,
Oh, cool.
and then I'm just labeling these so I'll know like sticker,
Oh yeah.
and then
that's really going to help you on the back end when you're
yeah,
having to like
patches.
ship all this stuff out.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. Oh, you got pat. I can't wait to see the patches.
So yeah. So anyway, what do you
Well, I
got?
can't wait for that.
You've got the burger joint back there, Joe. Have you been enjoying that place?
It's my favorite burger place. It's this place called Slim's Quality Burger. It's just I don't know if you guys get out there too much, but I'm out there once a week getting lunch. Um, and I sort of it's like kind of on the edge of consciousness. It's hard to tell if it's actually real, but I do go there and they do have burgers, but the geometry is sort of non-Euclidean in nature, and it kind of makes you sick to look at. But if you go in there and you get a burger, it's really good. Um, they said it. The lady inside told me something about, oh well, it's an AI place. It's an AI place, and I'm like, I don't really know what that means, but apparently it is like designed by AI. So whether it even is like how it exists in reality is sort of confusing to me, but I still love going there. Um, and I just like how it looks at night. So I just wanted to share that and have it as my background.
It's a beautiful joint, and I'll say I've been there a few times, and the burgers are fantastic and on point. And um, every time I go, I really enjoy it. I love that the cashiers pray with you. Um, as you get your meal. Um, the hand cut fries, I will say, are terrible, and honestly kind of ruined the experience for me. And just kind of like taints an otherwise good experience. So all these people saying it's the best place ever, best burger I've ever had. I'd say the fries actually counter anything about the burger. So uh, you know, um, it's kind of some give and take anytime I go there, and I get really argumentative about it.
Well, I mean, do you think that they'll make any changes? Do you think that they'll listen to any of your suggestions?
I'm actually not allowed there right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
same,
I
bro.
last couple of times I've had to go in there for you and pick up your burgers
I
because
appreciate that, by the way.
yeah, you really, you really let them have it.
Yeah, you know, if they're cutting the fries themselves, um, I don't know what like BK is doing to their fries, but I think Slim's needs to like maybe they can partner up and go observe kind of what's going on in the kitchen. But I think there's room to learn, and hopefully they'll get my business back, and they'll let me back in the doors.
Well, I think that you guys will be able to smooth that over time, maybe, or they'll just forget who you are. Uh, every time I go in there, it seems like there's a new employee at the front, and they do pray with you, and they'll pray with you in any religion. I think they have to know at least the main ones. So that's kind of bizarre and impressive. But yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes
I
if I
only
don't
like
want
the
the,
one.
I know that. But sometimes if I don't want their fries, I'll just stop at Weasel's Inn, which is just like just two, a block over, and that's on the way home anyway. So I'll just stop in there and grab their fries, which are pretty good. But yeah,
I
that's Slim's.
I was placing a online order at Slim's the other day, and I looked at the location map, and it was almost like a straight line from like the border of Canada. Like, I mean, it barely delineated.
Oh,
It was like looking at the Mississippi River. It was
that's
insane.
pretty weird. Do you think that's some kind of like planned some kind of like government plant?
It might be with the AI.
That's what I was thinking too. It could have just been the whatever model they used.
AI designed or whatever she says. So I don't know. I mean, it's uncomfortable to look at, and it seems off. And but you can't argue with the burgers.
Well, I think we got a little homework to do on that. Maybe we can do an expose on them, see if there's anything nefarious going on.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, and I don't mind going and getting some more burgers. I'll tell you about that. So
That could
you,
explain the fries too.
there's something off about the fries that you can't really. It has an emotional effect on you. I don't blame you for going off the deep end.
Yeah, and it's sort of related to this kind of government conspiracy type stuff. Have y'all been keeping up with the files that everybody's talking about?
I feel like yes, I do have or am aware of most of the files that are being talked about in popular culture. Yeah, definitely.
I downloaded them. I haven't read them all, but
There's a
I'm
lot of them.
trying. There's a lot of files.
So it's pretty scary stuff. Implicates a lot of people. Uh, Kind of makes you question everyday life, where we live, the kind of system we bought into. And one of the biggest things that I've found, I've also downloaded the files, and I found that there's this Mexico alien. You're probably wondering what my background is. It's the Mexico alien, and it's honestly very chilling. Um, uh, very, uh, I don't even know. It just kind of shakes you to your core. And top scientists are saying this is real. Um, and they honestly don't know what to think.
Yeah. I hadn't seen that picture when I first encountered, the Mexico alien file. The size of it was, uh, very, it was daunting. It was, I know Joe, you were talking about downloads. I didn't think I would have the, um, memory to download the complete Mexico alien file. But I did see the um, title, that it was Mexico alien.
I stumbled upon it. I was looking up. I was trying to find stuff about the chupacabra in the files because I
Yeah.
heard someone turn me onto that, and I've always been interested in cryptids and that sort of thing. And then that's how I stumbled upon the Mexico alien.
Well, Chupacabra's definitely in the files, but I guess that's another topic for
That's
another.
a whole other show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been perusing the files for kind of have some interest in Sasquatch. Haven't seen him in the files yet, but there's still a lot more files to go through. So I think he may show up eventually. Um, but man, this Mexico alien is just it's really kind of like, you know, it's
I
really
mean, it's
like
like, well, it's like what planet? What do we even know what planet he's from? Did they even? I didn't.
no.
Yeah.
All we know is Mexico scientists have found him,
And it's like we think like, oh, Mars,
and he's real.
Venus, Mars, Venus, or like Jupiter or whatever. But it's like, oh wait, holy shit! There's like way more planets than that in existence.
And I just want to say, I keep calling him a he. Uh, I don't know if it's a she, if it's a they. I don't want to go, I don't want to go too woke
Right.
on this, but we just don't know what the Mexico alien, if they honor the same kind of gender we traditionally honor. So I'm trying to keep
Most,
an open mind. I do say he, him,
yeah.
and that's more just kind of like my personal beliefs. I'm not trying to impose anything on the Mexico alien.
Now there's a lot of beautiful Mexican infrastructure. I mean, how much technology, Mexico technology, do we know potentially the Mexico alien is responsible? Excuse me.
You're getting really emotional
I have really
talking about the
bad
Mexico alien.
allergies today.
It's bad.
Excuse me.
I think what's so scary to me is how his rib cage is so skinny, and yet you know you you know what aliens are capable, specifically Mexico aliens are capable of, and I'm just thinking, man, could I even take one of these guys or gals in a fight? I don't know.
Well, I think of him as a little guy just so I don't get too scared because it's scary to think about for Christ's sakes. But I mean, who knows what kind of powers they had, or if they're from a long time ago too, which is also weird to think about. A long time ago alien that is also
I,
more futuristic
right.
alien.
I feel like just because of the shape of the corpse, though, it couldn't have been that long ago. I mean, I do feel like there's potentially parts of modern Mexico that this race of or aliens are potentially responsible for. I don't know.
Oh, like if they like built the pyramids or something like that,
Yeah,
or like
and
their
who,
canals.
who's to say that they didn't um, first land in Canada and make a
Oh, that
straight line through the country?
you're going where I'm going. Yeah, that exactly what I'm thinking.
So you guys think it might just be a matter of time before we find one of these guys in, say, Thunder Bay, Ontario, or something, or Yellowknife?
I think what we need to do, um, we need to track where the Slims are.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think,
that could lead us to Mexico alien answers.
and I think there may potentially be, yeah, part of a slow roll operation. You know, you can't when you learn about something as sort of incendiary as Mexico alien, you can't, stop asking questions about it. You can't try to sweep it under the rug.
Well, I like the idea of the Canadian Canadian
Canada alien.
Canadian Canadian. Uh, I'm sorry, I've lost my thought there.
Well,
No,
yeah,
I
that's
like
an
that
that's
idea.
an interesting point. We know it as Mexico alien, um, but that's mostly because they're the guys that found them.
Yeah,
So, what if he was from Canada and he made his way straight down, built the Slims, put the AI in it, and then made his way down to Mexico, and then like lived kind of a life away from the spotlight.
right.
Sold the Slims to somebody else that doesn't really know what they bought into, and I mean that sounds like a perfect crime to me.
And I think I could definitely see a cow being a thing that an alien would have an amalgam for. Like an alien would see a cow and be like, "Oh, that's like this thing from my planet." But a potato, yeah, I bet alien look at that and be like, "I don't know what to do with this," and then make some kind of fucked up fries with it.
If you told
I
me,
think we
if you told
solved it.
me, yeah, I mean, if you told me an alien built Slims, or if you told me that Slims was some sort of interdimensional horror that we can't even explain, I would believe you. But yeah, I like the alien theory absolutely,
And
and he is just a little guy.
it has all come to me all at once, and
He's pretty slim.
feel yeah, exactly. I feel a little foolish for it just now connecting, but Mexico alien pretty slim, Slim's quality burgers. I mean, I think we already know the answer here.
Insane. Well, I mean, yeah, that's exciting. This is great. This is exciting, Joe. I mean, I hope you don't feel like you got to stop eating there. I want you to enjoy
I don't think I could if I
the things
wanted
you like.
to.
Good.
Um, and I tell you what, I think I think you have a new beret on. I can't.
Yes, I
Okay,
also I got a different beret.
I tell you what, I'm
It
jealous as
looks good
hell.
on you.
Yeah, it looks you look rad. It's a rad. The last one was rad as well. I love the design on it.
Thank
And
you.
I would have worn mine too, but I've really worn it out, and it
Sure.
is just unbecoming now.
And Joe, you had that nice beret.
Yeah, yeah, I loved it. I had that tie-dye beret that I
It's
kept
very
wearing,
cool.
and yeah, well, I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. I was at the ball game last weekend.
Oh
Um,
well.
yep, is
Somebody spilled a beer on it, or
they were in
you know.
town, and I got in an argument with someone, and let's just say they took it off my head and threw it into the bullpen where I was sitting, and I had already kind of said some really untoward things to the people in the bullpen earlier that
Sure,
day. So as
sure.
soon as they saw that, they thought I was throwing something at them, and bam, I was kicked out. I was kicked out of the ballpark. I didn't get my $2 hot dogs, which was the promotion that night. I didn't even get that,
Oh,
and lost my hat, lost my
wow.
beret. So yeah,
That's unfortunate.
Bro, they got the
yeah,
best hot dogs.
I know. And I'm out $15 for parking and just a mess.
Who did
Well,
you pay? Who did you pay? What did they look like?
for parking,
Yeah.
this some guy. I had a there's a parking lot, that
Yeah.
everyone else parks at, but
He
there's
has like
this.
the fringe jacket.
Yeah. He's got a
That
leather
guy's
fringe jacket, and he waves you in, and you see
he's
that fringe, and you're just like,
yeah.
okay. And, I just
That's
hand over the money, and
that
then
guy's name is Sylvester, and he definitely scammed you. So I apologize.
oh,
But
it's
Yeah, he's
we
a
could probably find him
He
he's
if
a
said
we
his
had.
name
known
was
he's a known quantity.
really.
Um, and I know for a fact he does not like Gotti. So maybe it may be convenient parking, but next time I would reconsider.
Yeah, I got towed pretty quickly. I wasn't in the ballpark for more than an hour, so
God damn.
you know, live and learn, I guess. Sometimes you take it on the chin.
Awful. That sucks.
I can't even imagine.
Sylvester. Oh, well, now I know. If I see that fringe fucker out on the streets, he's gonna get some words.
I'll help you.
Good, I appreciate that.
Well, time has flown by, and we are already nearing the end of this episode. Makes me wish that we had like another 20 minutes or so, but I think it's time to start wrapping up uh, this episode of Guys Gotta Gotti. I want to thank the listeners again for tuning in. Do you guys have any final words for before we go out? I just want to say, read up on the files, read up on Mexico Alien, look into Slims slash Mexico Alien quality burgers. Do your own research, and I think you'll be surprised what you find.
Yeah. No, I just want to echo that and have a good Memorial weekend.
Yeah, and since our last episode, we actually all met in person. If you check our website regularly, you would have seen the pictures and sort of the special lost episode that we posted there. But that was a lot of fun, and looking forward to doing it again sometime. But that's how we do it over here. Guys got a Gotti.
Yeah, honestly, the news lately has been so drastic. It kind of made me forget that we even met in person. But I think that's about our time. So we really appreciate you listening. And maybe kick us a few bucks and we can get that Gotti movie going.
Oh, yeah, do that. Let's get that going. Yeah. I got to start shooting off fireworks. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, keep your eyes to the skies.
So we really appreciate it.